Yeah, disappointed. Obviously, I thought it wasn't. It doesn't matter what I actually say. Yeah, it's not. It wasn't. It's not a fair result because I thought we could have been 3 or 4 to the good there in the first half, but we weren't. And then you make difficult. Yeah, so disappointing with the result. That's for sure. I thought we put a lot into the game and got nothing out of it. I think we deserve more, but yeah, the difference is the quality, obviously, at the end of the day.
All right, thank you, coach. We're now gonna proceed to invite questions from members of the media. Can I please request that you indicate to my question? Can you get this microphone?
Coach, one would say you should have played the game at halftime by 3-1 or 2-1, but we found out that you are on a back foot, and looking at the chances that you got in the finishing was not up to standard. And what can you do to improve the finishing of your players?
It's very easy. It's very easy. What to do about it, but you got to keep practicing and keep working and trying to improve players and trying to improve. That's all you can do. So it's not much really. There's a lot you can do, but yeah, what we got to do, we got to keep working and trying to improve what we've got. Yeah, that's all you can do. So trying to keep working, trying to create scenarios, training, and take it from there. Yeah.
Coach, just give us an assessment with regard to Joseph Makatoba. How bad is that?
I haven't heard a thing yet. Just game stopped and it's gone from this to that. So I haven't. I'll find out more. I wasn't happy with it, with that tackle, that clearing the ball like that. That's for sure. Yeah.
Good afternoon, Coach. I'm Samuel Bian from Post. Just a simple one for me, Coach. Any positives from this particular encounter, given that it was a very tough opponent that you're facing?
Yeah, positive application, effort, desire, the tactical shape. There's a lot of positives out the game, but obviously, football. Football's about the result, isn't it? It's not anything else, and people forget. And people don't look at anything else, how you played. It's a result. So it's not. It's better to take that game because I thought we deserved more there.
Afternoon, Coach. Back in the results. Sunday from Soccer at Durban. Not the best way to finish off the year, but in this break during AFCON, what are some of the things that you want to sort of improve in the side in preparation for the start of next year?
A break, yeah, that would be good. Yeah, I think a break would be good because of the size of the squad. We need a longer break. That's for us. That's for sure. For the size of the squad. So yeah, that's certainly something we need to look at. Yeah.
Afternoon, Coach. Oliver from Soles newspaper. When you took over the team at the start of the season, with everything that has happened, the results, where would you say you are compared to your plans at the start of the season for the team?
Possibly about 6 or 7 points more than we possibly. Yeah, I think we've done well with the team. Put a squad together. I wouldn't say 6. I think we're a little bit ahead. Obviously, these type of games are difficult because coming into this arena. So it's always going to be difficult for a team of us, new team. We obviously chats with these home players. Yeah.
Thank you, Coach. How important is it going to be perhaps to bounce back in the next one against a bit?
Yeah.
You want to go to the break maybe within 2 hours?
Yeah. Obviously, every game is a chance to go back. Obviously, now we're even shorter players. We're going to be too short now. And we are thin as it is. So we'll have to reassess it tomorrow and then go from there for Wednesday's game.
Coach, Coach, you played all 3 of the so-called big 3. I haven't seen or haven't been through those games. I feel like the same or similar assessment you gave us against Kaizer Chiefs, that you had your moments that you felt the moments that you could have won the game. Is there something with your side and the temperament when it comes to this specific game that you've picked up?
No. Just the level of the quality. That's all. You look at the squads are strong if you compare these squads, so you got to look at that. beside, I've in all these games, in Chiefs game, the players have been good. You know, obviously, the better the level you play against, a mistake here or a mistake there, they're gonna, you're gonna hurt you and turn the ball over. You know, we turned the ball. First goal came from a throw-in in their half. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, when he turned out, he should never have turned out there. I mean, the second goal, the centre back should head the ball, our right back heads the ball, and that's wrong. The ball goes out wide, cross goal. So, it's little those type of errors but not for commitment and effort and attitude. No, been perfect.
Can I ask you, Gavin, are you going to have a break now after the Wednesday game? When are you coming back for longer pre-season? How are you going to do that? And second question, who will win the league between the Pirates and the Sunrise?
Well, the second question, I don't really care, Mark. But if you look at this squad that they've got, the last 3 years, this Pirate squad, I think they've got huge impact players, which makes the difference. If you look at their squad, what they bring in on Pirates, and I think that's can possibly, and them being out of Africa. Out of Africa, my friends, you've got no idea if you've been there. Well, we've been there. So to play in Africa, I think it's a big plus for them. And with the squad, when they're bringing on a Polish and these type of players, they make a huge impact on the game, and they are the country's best players, sitting on the bench, by the way. So I think that's the difference in the squads. I think they've got huge pace and speed, which hurts teams, and I think that's the difference. So I'm not saying who's going to win the league, but I just think their squad is very strong. And I think Sundowns is very difficult, when you go across the fronts, and their focus has always been more Champions League, hasn't it been? So it could be, certainly it'll be closer than anything before this year, than it has been the last few years. If we were still here, we would have won the league by the way, anyway, but that's another story. That's, yeah. I've got a plan, but there's another plan as well, so we're going to have to try and correlate our plans, But Mark, the next game's the 25th of January. It's crazy. So I don't know. I know what to do and what not to do, but I've done it before, but, that's got to go through management and all that,
All right, so now I'm going to be taking the final two questions.
Coach, I wanted to ask, he might not be shooting to go to the AFCON, but Thursday made the 55-man squad, but how encouraging is that for him personally and for the rest of the squad to have made the pro squad?
Well, I think if you look at this, I don't want to go down this way because I think if you look at the squad over the last few years, there's been a few surprise selections, and it's worked well for him. So, great. He's done well, and I wish him well. When's the selection tomorrow? Monday. You never know.
Final question.
Coach, just deep into specific, where do you think you need to add cabinet January? And I always want to find out from coaches this. When you have such a long break, how do you keep players motivated to come up with, bring some, if you win this, you can eat how much do you do just to keep everyone stimulated and motivated to come in every training session and then you see a game on the 25th January?
I think if the break is in the middle of the year, I think it's totally different than the break now. And you've got to ask yourself the question, why? Because it's at the time of this year, you know what I'm saying? So the break is very difficult. But then you can also kill the morale, won't you? Because people want to be with families and things like that. So it's a very difficult situation. But we've got such a long break that you almost start again, I think. It's better to start again. The players won't get unfit. That's the biggest fallacy and the biggest nonsense I've ever heard. And sometimes a mental break is better than a physical break. Mentally, you need to break sometimes. It's like training in the week. You can say you can train every day. It's crazy. You need to mentally fresh.
Thank you, Coach.